All right, we are back with Divine Feminine's demo. We'll do the head, shoulders, knees, and toes, right? And pick a number, and then I'm gonna begin. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Head, that's swords. That's thoughts, decisions, mentality, ideology, the direction you go in, the decisions you're making. Everything starts in the mind. Cups. Cups are feelings and emotions. All feelings and emotions are just indicators. Feelings and emotions are just indicators on where you are going mentally. Heart and mind must be aligned with everything that you do. You can't half-ass nothing out here. Who rules the heart and mind department? You, divine feminine. Who's the king of wands? The divine masculine. What are wands? Actions and behavior. Things you're doing, things you've done, not what you finna do because you ain't did it yet. What you've done has karma and accountability attached to it. What you're doing has karma and accountability attached to it. What you finna do does not. Pentacles. Persons, places, things. Things you can taste, touch, see, feel, and hear. All pentacles expire. All pentacles have expiration dates. And all pentacles are temporary. You're a walking, talking pentacle, feminine. This world is a pentacle. It's an expiration date on this planet. The expiration date on your crib you staying in, the internet you using, your phone plan you on, your life. Let's get with it. Let's get a number out. What's the overall number in this message here? Let's see what we got. So, we got 6 and 6. It's 12. 12s in my deck are the queens. So, first off, what up, queen? Just want to big you up real fast. So, Queen of Swords is the Lucy Liu card in my deck. It's being 10 toes the fuck down, or what mental direction or decision you need to make right now. Usually when you're in the Lucy Liu energy, you need to be just, like I say, moving in the direction of where you ain't got to say nothing, but everybody know where you're going. Everybody know what you want. It's like, bully gets to altercation with you. Yeah, meet me at the school, 3 o'clock, you and me, at this location. And whole day people asking you, are you gonna fight him? Are you gonna fight him? Are you gonna fight him? You ain't saying nothing. Cause there ain't nothing to talk about. I mean, ain't nothing to talk about. Hey, so 3 o'clock hit, you just get up out your seat and walk. And everybody's walking behind you. Cause you're walking to the location where I guess you're supposed to meet to fight. Everybody's walking behind you. So when the bully sees you and everybody walking behind you, he know what time it is. That's you, Queen of Swords. You moving, ain't saying nothing. You just moving in the direction of where he know what's popping. Queen of Cups, that's the psychic card. X-Men card in my deck. Queen of Cups is intuition. You know, D.Boom, how did you predict that? Was you a psychic or something like that? Nah, just trusting in my intuition and hit it on the head. Intuition is the source of every psychic's power. Learn to trust it. You know, every divine masculine and divine feminine is an X-Men, and no X-Men has the same power. And every X-Men has a purpose. Queen of Cups is also the writing on the wall. You see the writing on the wall. You get the message. 10-4. Queen of Cups is fantasies, dreams, and dreams and fantasies. You dream of something and it happened, or you foresee something in your dream, or your dream has meanings. I do dream interpretations too. Nice dream interpretation readings. Like, you can book those too when you want to book with me and shit. I'm tight at those. So I'm gonna throw that out. Could be something you've been fantasizing about. What you think about, you bring about. Thoughts become things. You permit what you promote, and you promote what you permit, bitch. Let's get straight with it. So, first card on your message, feminine. Oh, Pentacles. Persons, places, and things. Things you can taste, touch, see, feel, and hear. First card on your message, you got the Eight of Pentacles. This is your life in a card. Eight of Pentacles is your life. You know, you see this 8. within this Eight of Pentacles. It's infinity. Life goes on and on and on and on and on. That's life. Man, I just feels like I gotta pay bills till I die. Yeah, life goes on. So what? I just gotta keep trying to figure out love with these fucking earthly peons until I die. Life goes on. The older you get, the more funerals you're gonna attend. Life goes on. So you really gotta appreciate the shit in your life, because the average person don't have one of these. What's your life? It's shoes on your feet, clothes on your back, comfortable bed you've been sleeping on, four walls you call your shelter, kids are in your life, God is in your life, you got a job in your life, a car in your life, you got things in your life, you know what I'm saying? Whether you a bum on the street or the eighth richest person in the world, you got a life. It ain't about what you got that makes your life. I know a bum on the street that has nothing, but got a way better life than some of you wealthy, rich motherfuckers that I know who have no life of your own. You can be rich with no life of your own. You can be wealthy with no life of your own. You can be the most important person in the world with no life. So watch who you calling a bum. Because maybe this bum got a lot more going on in his life than you do in yours. Because it ain't about what you got. It's about what you're doing. This person with less than you doing twice as more than what the fuck you doing with shit. They got a whole life. Here you are with everything, talking about you have no thing, nothing. Life is what you make it, feminine. So you're gonna really get a bird's eye view on what life really means. All life is experiencing new things every day. Cause tomorrow ain't promised. Tell motherfuckers you love them now. For later. Do whatever shit plan you got. You trying to make it big. You trying to do it big. You trying to come up. You trying to blow up. You trying. ING. That's wanding. Trying is a thing. Not trying is something too. So, life. Analyze everything in your life. Take good inventory, divine feminines, of your life right now and really make a note on things in your life you want to keep, things in your life you know you need to get rid of, and things in your life that need to be rearranged, reviewed, to put reworth in something. You know what I mean? Reanalyze, reconnect, rehab, rehash, renege, release, reverse, relocate. Seven of Pentacles is the re card, where all these re's come from. Step before your life. Even with a life, sometimes you got to take a step back. Seven of Pentacles, re card, to reanalyze, to remove, to relocate, to do whatever you got to do to get your life back on track. Feminine, you got a life. Do not, I repeat, do not let no thing, no person, no place, no thing dictate, influence, or you to remove, replace, release, to re anything out your life. Like you are the thinker who thinks the thoughts that makes the things. Like Twism, the world is yours. You know what I'm saying? Your life is what you make it. Your life ain't somebody else's life. Your life ain't built around nobody else. You can be in a whole relationship and be two different people. You know what I'm saying? Like life. You're gonna get a very eye-opening experience on what it is and what it's about for yourself. I mean, that's fairly important. Bottom line, more important than anything, we got the Three of Wands. This is your role, Divine Feminine. What's the Divine Feminine's role? To evolve. Three of Wands. You know, to grow, to develop. You're an X-Men, right? I become a great X-Men. When you go to Professor X, when you first find out you have power, you're usually doing your power on accident. You don't know how to control it. You go to a place where not only can you control your power, but you can use your power for good. Because you can't be walking around here with no power and not helping. I told you, be X-Men. All X-Men have a purpose. You know what I mean? It'd be like Superman not being super when calamity comes. We all got a job to do. Which means we all have a purpose. We all have a path to walk. And it's up to you, Divine Feminine, to find that path. Three of Wands in a nutshell is just you doing more than this. Two of Wands in my deck is survival. Making ends meet. This is the end. This is the end. A meeting. Bottom line, more important than anything, Three of Wands is your role to why feminine take notes. Karmics in the majority of the world, they just doing this. Surviving. Just making ends meet, doing whatever they have to do to survive. You know who else does what they have to do to survive? Birds, bees, boars, bears, bacteria, beetles. You know what I mean? Animals do that shit. And human beings act like animals when it comes to survival, don't they? Let some plague happen or a zombie apocalypse. Like, watch any zombie apocalypse TV show or movie. It ain't the zombies you need to fucking worry about. It's the human beings you need to worry about when it's time to survive. Because humans will go, like I say, backwards when it comes to survival. That's what survival is. You stay in that shit long enough, that's all your life is going to consist of. Surviving, not growing, not developing. You know what I'm saying? Evolution. That's all it's about, feminine. And as long as you evolving, then that's all that matters. Because by you evolving, by you finding a, like I say, something outside your 9 to 5. Two of Wands is a 9 to 5. Everybody working. Like I'm telling you, everybody making ends meet. Everybody got bills. Everybody got a life, man, and shit that they got to do with it. So you can't make an excuse for nothing. Because it's always somebody that can shit on whatever you're going through. But it ain't about comparing and contrasting drama or who goes through the hardest or who working hard. It ain't about none of that. What matters is your actions and behavior. And this is just an extra action, extra behavior that you're doing outside of whatever the fuck you're doing to survive or make ends meet, thus making you a greater person. Because you're doing more than the average person. Like the average person ain't even working. So they just doing this. They just got awareness. They just know how to make ends meet. They're not making ends meet. They know how to though. Then you got the people who make ends meet to where that's all they focused on. Survival. To where there's no type of evolution here. And then you got the people who working just like everybody else, but choosing to do something else, to start their own company, their own LLC, their own nonprofit, start a program, create an invention, develop a service or goods or a product or classes or coaching or whatever. You develop something outside of what you got going on. Three of Wands is like a highway. What happens when you have your own number one life, motherfucker? You ain't gotta live vicariously through nobody else's. You got your own life, motherfucker. You ain't worried about nobody else's. You saying, you know what I mean? Because you working Two of Wands to maintain your life. But people who Three of Wands don't make up excuses. You can ask me all day, how's your day? How you feeling? I'm gonna tell you the same shit. I cannot complain. Goofies hit me with the hey, it's good to every now and then. I look at people who say that as a response, I look at them weird as hell. How you doing? Man, I can't complain. Sometimes it's good to do that. Then you got the other people who I like this response. It's like, how you doing? How's your day, man? I say, I can't complain. They hit you with, ain't gonna do no good. You doing that shit. Facts, nigga. It ain't gonna do no good. Complain. That shit ain't, we both can understand that. It ain't gonna get you nowhere. I told you. What you feel ain't gonna manifest shit. It's your wants. What you doing about what you feeling that's gonna manifest wherever you trying to get. Work. Average person don't even work. Don't even want to work. Making more money not working than working. Okay? And however that's working out, they're gonna do whatever they gotta do to keep the benefits, to keep the whatever it is, man. You know what I'm saying? Like if you ain't working, somebody working for you. You know what I mean? Or you working somebody. Three of Wands. Like I said, I work in 9 to 5, and then I come home and do this. But it ain't just this shit I'm doing online. Like I actually got clients. I actually got people I deal with every week consistently. And it's an everyday thing. This shit ain't stopped in 4 years. But that's Three of Wands. But buy me 3 of Wands, man. I ain't got the union. What's the step after the 3 of Wands? 4 of Wands. What's the 4 of Wands? Twin flame union and recognition. Yeah. All right, give me 10 minutes, couple minutes. I got you. Purpose. So you gotta evolve. Like you gotta start your own business, and yeah, you gotta start your own business and shit because you can't work for nobody else for the rest of your life. I mean, that's what they plan on you to do, but by you at least creating a lane that's outside whatever you doing to make ends meet, because this is what the fuck everybody else doing. It's just gonna free you for later. This little side thing you got going on gonna turn into a whole 9 to 5, to whereby you doing what you was meant to do. You covering them minimal bases. Like I say, survival is minimal. Eventually, your 3 of Wands is gonna surpass what you're doing in your 2 of Wands. It was meant for you to do that, but you can't supplement until you add on. You know what I mean? So get to your reading. You kicking the situation off with a 5 of Pentacles. This is you personally. Divine feminines are coming to the situation with the 5 of Pentacles, the dark night of the soul. What's the dark night of the soul? It's loss. Loss. We all lose shit. It's going without a person, a place, or a thing. Death happens to where we go without people. You lose a job to where you don't have one anymore. You lose your car where you lost it. It's broke up. You got divorced. You split up. You know, this is the dark night of the soul, and it's just going without something that you had at one point. You know, everybody goes through it. It ain't a loss; it's a lesson. So look at L's as a lesson. You never take a loss, a true loss. You really take a lesson because you learn off experience and you learn by doing. So yeah, directly feminines. A lot of y'all are gonna go through a dark night or so. Just know that this too shall pass. This ain't the energy you want to stay in. This energy, 5 of Pentacles, always works itself out. You're always gonna get to a 6 of Pentacles, which is homeostasis. 50% F failure would be the dark night of the soul. 6 of Pentacles would be a D, homeostasis. This is you breaking your leg. 6 of Pentacles would be you in a cast. 5 of Pentacles, you will be losing your job. 6 of Pentacles is like you on unemployment until you find another job. Like the 6 is a D. It ain't passing, but it ain't failing. You know, you hurt yourself, you will heal. Shit happens, you will get over it. That's life. 8 of Pentacles. I told you, you're gonna get life on a whole new perspective. You know what I'm saying? A lot of you feminines are. As far as yourself, though, directly. Oh shit. Okay. Lost my train of thought. 5 of Pentacles. This is what you came to the situation with, a dark night of the soul. You're going without something. Person, place, or thing. What are you going without? Subconsciously, indirectly, coming to the situation, we got the 9 of Cups. This is dreams come true, a wish is granted, or a miracle. Dreams come true, a dream come true, a wish that got granted, or a miracle that happened in your life or on your behalf. And this is what you're going without. It's like you thought you guys was going to be together forever. And it's over now. So it's like you got to come to grips with reality. The thing you wished for that you ended up getting in your hands, that you ended up manifesting, it's gone. You know, whatever this dream comes true, whatever this wish granted is, whatever this miracle was, it was just your feelings, your feeling and emotional song. You know, it's like a twin flame situation. You know what I'm saying? You find your twin, you two get in recognition, and it's like that first true separation that happens to where it's like, damn, you know, how do we go from like being in a Disney movie to a Quentin Tarantino flick that quick? You know what I'm saying? That's life. Told you, every pinnacle is temporary. Whether that's a relationship you got going on, whether that's a status, a position, you know what I mean? Like things come to an end, and it seems like a particular relationship. And I already see the rest of this reading, so I'm gonna keep this brisk. You had a dream, like Martin Luther King, and that shit kind of like burned up in front of your face, like damn. What was the name of that Nazi helium balloon that blew up? Lindenberg. It's like Lindenberg, Joe. I guess one thing to lose something, but to see that shit blow up in your face, that's a whole different type of hurt. To have a dream come true only to, like I said, see that shit dissipate, that stings. It's like you have been an athlete your whole life and you injure yourself to where you can't even do what you love to do no more. You a motherfucking paint artist, like you paint or you do like molding or you do sculpting or some shit and you lose a hand. It's like my whole dreams are fucked. You a rapper, you a singer, you lose your voice. Or voice box get affected or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like something you love to do, something that was your dream. And I've had a few dreams deferred. And I know that feeling, you know what I'm saying? But here goes some advice. You try. The average person didn't. And then if you were like me to try to succeed, but couldn't get cleared because you was either like a minor or too young, guardianship, supervision, and in the midst of you voluptuating and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Happens to the best of us. I done seen in my lifetime, 34 going on 35 years old, I done seen a few dreams deflate right in front of my eyes. Outside of my control, you know, and them be the worst ones. Like I say, when you watch something destroy itself. So you personally, directly, you got the Two of Cups here. This is a ship. It's a particular ship, you know, that you dealing with. Let me put some smoke on this. Is this you and another person or you and yourself? It's another person. But we're going to throw you in there. So, Two of Cups. This is the Lover's card. This could be a friendship, relationship, or kinship. A kinship could be the relationship between you and your mother, you and your brother, you and your baby, you know, you and your bestie. You know, whatever the ship is very close to a Pentacles to you. Two of Pentacles is somebody, this is you, this is another person or a place or a thing that's in your face, in your space, or in your cipher. It's a particular ship that you wanted to keep in your face, in your space, and in your cipher, but it seems like you two have grown apart. You know, gotta pick another card. If it's another red card, it's a warning. It's another red card. It's a warning. It ain't technically red, but it's the Devil card, which is the red Joker in my deck. So 3 red cards, warning. This is you directly in regards to yourself. Okay, Devil card can be addictions, doing things in excess, being codependent, being chained to a person or a person being chained to you, whether you realize it or not. Progressing, going backwards, toxic ass behavior. That's the Devil card. Okay, this is the ship you don't want to let go. This is the thing you hold so dear to you. You know, but this thing you hold dear to you has become like a chain. You know what I mean? So for this is twin flame shit. I advise you to take a break. Time out. Ah, surprise. Like you thought your divine masculine was gonna be the reason you got in the separation. You didn't think you was gonna have to call the timeout yourself. Because you can't deal with this shit. Because this shit is getting too much for you. Thus you're acting just like your divine masculine, who is actually out here. Get to him in a second, her in a second. So I keep hearing in too deep. Feminine, y'all been in too deep so long that you done lost yourself. You done lost your Wan's purpose and path and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you've been like so focused on something. If it ain't a twin flame situation, that you focused on like surviving, getting money, shit, maintaining shit, because attaining things is easy, but maintaining things is a full-time job. So hold on 1 second. To do. I think I'll find a title for the Divine Masculine's message, but yeah, you directly, subconsciously, in regards to yourself, we got the 6 of Cups. This is the sauce. You know, sauce card. It's your steez. It's your essence. It's what makes you you. I know these other psychics got sauce cards and shit. You know, anybody saying sauce as psychics and shit, like, come on, man. I'm the one that it was me. Sauce. You know, this is the draw that the Divine Feminine has. This is also the draw that the Divine Masculine have. Now here go my sauce rant. Divine Feminine, you're the sauce maker. Divine Masculine is the sauce taker. Feminine, you're the bartender. Masculine is the bar patron. You're the dealer. He's the addict. You Michael Jackson. He Tito. You Whitney Houston from the Bodyguard. He's the bodyguard from the Bodyguard. We all have roles here. But he is the king. He is not the boss, but he kind of is. Even though Whitney Houston is Whitney Houston and the Bodyguard is her bodyguard, she's got to listen to everything the Bodyguard says because he knows more about keeping her alive than she do right now. You see what I'm saying? You cannot have a bar without bar patrons. You can have a whole bar full of bartenders, but without bar patrons, it deletes the purpose of you even having a bar. How are you a dealer with no custos, no clientele? You ain't finna make no money. So in reality, you might be the boss man with all the drugs, Mr. Drug Dealer and shit, but in reality, your clientele and your customers made you who you are. Thus, they're your boss. You're their bitch. Ain't the other way around. Once again, hey, sauce maker, feminine. You gotta make the sauce. If you don't make sauce, then the master ain't gonna take none. People ask me all the time, how do I get my master to appear in my life? How do I get him to pop up, do different shit? Just disappear and come back looking totally different. Like Sandy in Greece. Sandy, like at the end of Sandy and Grease, Joe. At the end of Grease, Joe. Look how Sandy was with the leather and shit, the makeup and shit, the red lipstick. She was smoking square too. You feel me? Saucy, saucy on a whole nother level. Danny ain't never seen her in that light, and it was tight because that's the type of light he's in. So he finally gets to see his divine feminine in his realm, in his zone, in his sauce packet. It's like doing shit your master like to do. I was hearing a couple argue today. Having lunch and shit, they arguing over what they don't have in common. All you want to do is fish and go out and barbecue and be outside all fucking day. I don't want to do all that. Baby, I need you to support me and do me like half my shit consists of being outside. You know what I'm saying? And fishing and shit like this is my life. How you gonna be your wife and not support me type shit? Like it was just petty. On both sides, shit he was saying, shit she was saying. But I guess that's what, couples do. But said all that shit to say this. Sometimes you gotta get involved. Feminine. Gotta roll your sleeves up and get dirty. For your masculine sake. You know what I mean? Speaking of your masculine, he's out here. You directly in regards to the masculine, we got your divine masculine. Usually when your masculine's out here, he has a tendency to kind of ruffle your feathers. Kind of get under your skin. Kind of trigger you or blow you up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm 10 years in, I don't get triggered anymore. And I don't get even. Fuck that. I don't get mad. I get even shit. Like, all my master got to do is do something. And from his actions and behaviors, I just go off that. You know. It ain't like he triggered you because he did some shit. I'm pretty sure whatever he did, he always does. You need to understand why he does it. He can be a she be he, you know how we rock it. Once you start to understand how your masculine move and why your masculine does the things that they do, a lot of shit makes sense to you. You won't even get mad because it's deep. It's deep. Like the average hoe guy that can't keep his dick in his pants type shit like that. That shit stems from grooming from young age. I mean, nigga probably got molested by an older woman or some shit as a kid or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga probably got touched on his damn self. You feel me? Like, that shit stems from deep. Any weird, crazy shit that an adult got going on, that shit started a long time ago in the grooming process from, like, shorty on up. That's why I say the best thing you can do when you in recognition, when you first meet your twin flame shit, is to get to know everything about them. You know what I'm saying? I first met my twin, I'm telling you, the first 2 years I was my twin, we learned everything about each other. Niggas brought me everywhere. Where he grew up at, where he stayed at, what tree he used to play on. All kind of little intricate details and shit. That's what you get. Like, you want to soak game. You know what I mean? Like, don't get caught up. Like I say all the time. And a lot of people hate it when I say this shit, though. Like, what I see with the average twin flame demo, me being a psychic and people, booking with me and shit like that. It ain't just my client, but others, The average people in this twin flame shit, they meet their twin. They get caught up in a rapture of love. They develop a physical, sexual relationship before anything. And then when that shit ain't popping no more, it's all bad. Them the worst ones I don't like dealing with. All you have is a sexual experience. And here it is, you going without it, and it's like the worst shit ever when you ain't really put no work in. You ain't even really on the Three of Wands evolution part of this twin flame situation. Like, you still in the energy of lust, young love, teenage love. Like, you gotta spend your recognition period really getting to knowing your masculine. Why? So later on in the game, when your masculine get to doing shit, you get to knowing why and understanding why. Because you know where he comes from. He could be a she could be he. You rocking. You've met their family. You've met their parents. You know why. You see the method of their madness, and vice versa. Because it ain't just your masculine. You studying and getting to know your masculine, studying and getting to know you. Worst shit you can do is just have a sexual relationship, and that's it. So when separation comes, you have nothing to go off of. You don't even know where to find this nigga because you don't know where he's from. You don't even have his number. Like, y'all, you know what I mean? Like, weird shit, stupid shit. Like, not having enough information to where they can't go off nothing. I've seen situations like that. Y'all had a whole sexual relationship, but y'all didn't get no info. Now, here it is, separation. It's like, you struck. Calling a person like me to try to help you. When in reality, I'm asking the questions that motherfuckers should have been asking you from the gate. What do you know about your master? Where does he come from? Who's his favorite person in the world? What's his favorite color? What's his favorite food? What would he be anywhere in the world right now? These things you should know. Because number one, he probably told you. Because number two, like, that's what matters. You know what I'm saying? Sex, romance, that's just the icing on the cake. Get to know your masculine. Why? So when your masculine get to triggering you, you won't even get triggered because you'll understand why he's doing exactly what he's doing. Lack of self-love comes out in so many different forms. It ain't just slitting your wrists, cutting yourself. It's letting everybody run up and through you. Your self-respect gone. You know what I mean? Like, there's so much that goes into it. Don't even look at them as triggers. Just look at them as exactly what they are. Wands, actions, and behavior. Know your masculine's behavior. Know your masculine's actions. Because your masculine knows your actions and behavior. You can say you know your masculine like the back of your hand, but that's one thing your masculine can say about you, feminine. It's the same thing. It's vice versa. Moving on, wrapping this up. Mystery madness, subconscious in regards to the masculine here. We got the Three of Swords. This is pain. It's going past the point of no return. Looks like with your masculine here. I see a lot of feminines. Some feminines are walking away from their divine masculine. You're not walking away from this connection because it's not a Ten of Swords. A permanent ending or a death that happens between you two, or cord cutting like I keep here. How the fuck you gonna cut something, God? Plugged up, goofies, but whatever. This happens, Ten of Wands. This is the energy, and this is the final card you got directly going to the future, which happens to be the card after this divine masculine. A lot of feminines are gonna move on. Like, that's the painful part. It's going past the point of no return. This is where you can't go back no more. It's one thing to be enslaved, attempting to escape the plantation, but you get scared feet and sneak back. Oh, I thought you was escaping tonight. Nah, I got scared. You know. But it's one thing leaving and then you can't come back. Even if you want to come back, you can't. You pass the point of return. It's like being a fugitive. Pass the point of return. Only two options here. You can either flee the country or take your ass to get your verdict. You know what I mean? Like, past the masculine. It's time to get past the masculine. You know what I mean? Why? So his influence, so his actions and behavior don't affect you in no type of way. You know, other feminists, it's time for you to get to walk towards your divine master and go past the point of no return with that. Stop caring what people thinking. Stop caring about what he did in the past. Stop letting things you holding on to, feminine, get in the way of your future with your masculine. Let bygones be bygones. But you gotta take initiative, because feminine, you the head of this snake. When you move, he moves, just like that. You ascend. You evolve. You're like I say, you're like the head of the roller coaster. You finna go through whatever finna happen before the masculine does. And your master gonna see you go through it, which is kind of gonna help him not go through what you going through. Which is why it shouldn't trigger you that you hurt and he ain't, because he dodged the bullet and you didn't, or some shit like that. Like, you know what I mean? Triggers is personal. Anytime you're the white master triggers you, it's over some personal shit. It's something personal that you got with your masculine. It's deeper than what you get triggered on. It's much deeper than that. So, some shit finna stop. You're either gonna stop getting triggered by your masculine and actually start figuring them out, or it's like you done with this whole shit, this whole twin flame shit, and you just finna step off. But let me drop a twin flame fact on your ass. This shit never stops. You can go past the point of return. You can piece your masculine out. It's like 10 years go by, and you ain't even thinking about your masculine. I'm talking about you so far removed from your divine masculine, 10 years has gone by, and you just like, he crossed your mind one day, and all of a sudden, he crossed your path. It's like you thought about him yesterday, today, y'all bump into each other at like the store or some shit. Like, that's how it happens. Like, reunion always happens. You're gonna get in union. If you ain't been in union yet, you and your twin ain't been like this yet. It's been separation. It's been all fucked up and bad. Guess what, feminine? Y'all gonna unite. That's gonna happen. Y'all united and separated big time, and it's been a while. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, you two are gonna find your way back. Y'all always do. That part ain't never gonna stop till one of you die. And I'm gonna say that shit one more time. Like, that part ain't never gonna stop till one of you die. This shit is always gonna happen. It's always gonna happen at the worst time. That's just some funny shit. I'm telling you, it's like a game of Jumanji that can only be played with both of you present. 10 years that went by. It's like the Jumanji game been open this whole time for 10 years, and y'all still ain't finished this game. And it's like, it's time to finish the game. Feminine, it's time to finish this Jumanji game. You in too deep. Final card in this message: feminine, Ace of Swords, Ascension. Go high and never descend down. Ace of Swords, that's going up. What's up, goddess? What's up? There's only one right way. It ain't duality. There's only one right way, and that's up. What's up? Away from everything else. What's up, God? What's up? Heavens, Zion, fourth and fifth dimension. What's up, twin flame union recognition? Your twin flame, fourth and fifth dimensionally, is located up, same place where God is. You get strength, power, authority, dominion, courage, valor, A for anything you need to succeed, survive, and thrive. A for anything you need to manifest anything. A for anything you need to get what you want out of life. You get it through yourself, but you ain't really getting it through yourself. You're getting it through the God in yourself, because you and God are one. But you only know that when you ascend. And the higher you go up, the less people gonna be around. Higher you go up, the less people that's gonna understand what the fuck you got going on. Like, the higher you go up, the harder the road, man. I told you, the right road, which is up, is the road less traveled. And you won't know what it is until you walk it. That's the message that I got. I hope I can be a good use of your boy D.Boom. I will see you on a few. Deuces.